Are you ready? Are you ready?
Welcome once again, my fellow manipulators of digital fate. I'm Richie, this is Capricorn. Today's deck is sort of a combination of two completely different archetypes joined together in a way that actually manages to maximize the synergy for both of them. And honestly, the end result is way crazier than I expected. This deck is called Shards of Glass. And we're taking the Nurturing Pixie deck that has been pretty popular for a while now, with all of the discard enchantments and that sort of thing, and we're melding it now with the Go Wide Enchantment tribal sort of decks, where we're using Ethereal Armor to buff up one of our creatures to high hell and swing in for insane damage and just close the game out super quick. And honestly, the merging of those two archetypes into one, it's just insane. It did way better than I expected, and I'm really excited about just experimenting with different versions of this deck in the future. But at its core, I wanted to start here with just the basic 𝑂𝑟𝑧ℏ𝑜𝑣 version, the most consistent version we could make. And there's a lot of really cool cards here that end up cross-pollinating those synergies in insane ways. So we're going to break down the deck in just a second. Before we do, make sure you like the video if you haven't already. It's you guys liking every video that helps it to get out to so many more people, helps the channel to grow, and I couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new so you never miss an upload. We've got tons of deck techs on the way. I still have a bunch of crazy ideas I'm working through, and I'm excited to bring those to you in the coming days. So look forward to that. Also, catch me live every Monday through Friday over on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/quarantined_Capricorn, because if I'm alive and I'm breathing, I'm there and I'm streaming. Especially tonight, if you're seeing this the night it goes live, I'm probably in the middle of community night right now, which means you can come on over to Twitch, play games against me live on Arena, and maybe even those games might end up in one of my next deck techs. So if you're interested, come on over. This video has been brought to you by Wonders of the First, but I'll tell you about that later. Let's break down the deck. Alright, so the idea for this deck sprang out of a very simple concept. It was a tiny seed, and then it just continued to grow into this crazy, strange plant. Now, that initial seed of a thought was, what if we take the Nurturing Pixie deck, utilizing Nurturing Pixie, which for 1 mana can come down, return any non-land permanent to our hand so that we can recast it, get extra value. Use that to replay things like Hopeless Nightmare, Tinybones Joins Up to make our opponent discard even more cards. That's sort of the concept behind that deck. What if we take that concept and we apply Shard Mage's Rescue to the mix? This is a 1 mana enchantment aura with flash. Enchant creature you control as long as it entered this turn. Enchanted creature has hexproof, and the creature gets +1/+1. So the thought process is this. If we play the Shard Mage's Rescue to protect one of our creatures, we can then return it to our hand with the Pixie and replay it as a protection spell later on in the game, successfully negating 2 of our opponent's removal spells. And then I thought, well, how do we make this make sense and make this valuable enough to actually build a deck around? And then I extended the concept to Ethereal Armor. 1 white mana for an enchantment aura, enchant a creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control, and has first strike. Now, I've tried versions of Pixie decks in the past where we utilize sacrifice mechanics. We went wide with all of these permanents that make our opponent discard cards or perform other functions for the deck, and then we're able to sacrifice all of those permanents to get some kind of value. But this is sort of the other side of the coin. What if we're going wide with all of these permanents, and then instead of having them for sacrifice fodder, we actually get value off having all of those permanents on the battlefield? So Ethereal Armor lets us do that. The one missing piece of the equation is, how do we have enough creatures in this deck to put Ethereal Armor on while still having our enchantment count be absolutely as high as possible to make the Ethereal Armor as big of a hit, as big of a tempo swing as we possibly can, and potentially be able to close out a game the turn that we cast it? And the answer, in my opinion, is Skeleton Tribal. 4 Case of the Stashed Skeleton and 4 Corpses of the Lost gives us a stream of skeleton tokens that serve as the attacking force for the deck while also counting as enchantments. And they are enchantments that we can return with the Pixie and recast to get extra value if we want. And those creatures are things that we can equip the Ethereal Armor on so that it gives us sort of everything that we're looking for. And there's even more silver lining value in that Corpses of the Lost can come back to our hand repeatedly whenever we descend, be recast, so that we can keep getting more creatures out of this single card. And in a similar fashion, if they kill the skeleton that was created by Case of the Stashed Skeleton, we can always solve the case, sacrifice it to find another Case of the Stashed Skeleton, and then replay it to get another creature token. So both of these skeleton enchantments sort of always give us an unending stream of creature tokens. So even though we only have 12 creatures in the whole deck, the 4 Pixies, the 4 Case of the Stashed Skeleton, and the 4 Corpses of the Lost, 8 of those allow us to keep getting creature tokens over and over and over and over again, so that we always have a target for Ethereal Armor, and I think that's pretty crazy. In fact, if we don't want to sack the Case of the Stashed Skeleton to find another Case of the Stashed Skeleton, we can just find a Corpse of the Lost, right? In fact, we can sack a Case of the Stashed Skeleton while a Corpses of the Lost is on the battlefield to trigger the Descend, return it to our hand, so that next turn we can recast Corpse of the Lost and get another creature. Sometimes this can be aggressive enough that even without Ethereal Armor, we can get in for the win. But having Ethereal Armor, having that buff be huge because of these enchantments added into the mix, and then also being able to protect our board state with Shard Mage's Rescue while still doing all of the normal Pixie deck things like replaying discard spells and going wide with enchantments while we're doing it, it all adds up to insanity. We do have some other new cards in the deck. 4 Nowhere to Run. This comes in for 2 mana at instant speed, but it's still an enchantment, so it still helps us go wide for Ethereal Armor. It allows us to give a creature -3/-3, and we're allowed to ignore hexproof and ward for the rest of the game. And that's actually kind of insane, especially in the current meta right now. There's just a lot of ways in which our opponents try to protect their board states with hexproof, with ward, which brings me to another card that we're playing, Sheltered by Ghosts. This is the other new card. 2 mana for an enchantment aura. You guys have probably seen this everywhere. Enchants a creature you control, and when it enters, you exile a non-land permanent an opponent controls until Sheltered by Ghosts leaves the battlefield. And the enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has lifelink and ward 2. Not only does this give us lifelink and a toughness, or rather a power boost, so that we can start racing aggro and gaining back all the life from the damage they're doing so that they can't kill us, but it gives us key removal against not only aggro, but mid-range decks and even control decks to a certain extent, and it gives us that ward too. And since I see this card popping up on other decks on the ladder, we can get around ward 2 when our opponent plays a Sheltered by Ghosts by using Nowhere to Run. In fact, if we've already used a Nowhere to Run, it's still sitting there turning off ward. So future removal spells, even a future Sheltered by Ghost, doesn't have to pay a ward cost to target another creature that has a Sheltered by Ghosts on it, which is really, really cool. We are only going to run 3 of this though, because we do need those creatures to equip it to, similar to Ethereal Armor. That being said, we are able to go plenty wide, way more than you would expect with these 8 enchantments and the 4 Pixies. Rounding out the deck, we've also got 4 copies of Bandit's Talent. This helps us make them discard even more cards, and then take advantage of their low hand count by leveling it up, making them lose 2 life at the beginning of their turn during their upkeep, and then even if we're out of gas later in the game, we can level this up to level 3 and start drawing cards. And then we're also running 3 copies of Invasion of Gobakhan. It isn't technically discard, but it functions in a similar fashion. It comes down for 2, lets us exile something from our opponent's hand, and then it's going to cost them 2 more to cast it. So we make them exile something where by the time they can play it, it's not going to be relevant anymore, which is huge. But this thing pulls double duty in this deck because we can easily swing in at it and flip it with one of our skeletons, and then it becomes the Light Shield Array, puts a +1/+1 counter on all of our attacking creatures that turn, and then sits there as an enchantment that we can sacrifice to give all of our creatures hexproof and or indestructible until end of turn, which is another way to protect our board state in addition to the 4 copies of Shardmage's Rescue. And it counts as an enchantment, so it's going to buff up the creature with Ethereal Armor as well. So everything in this deck just kind of synergizes perfectly and goes completely off, and I love it. We have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different cards that can make our opponent discard in some fashion or do a similar function to discarding, as well as the 4 pixies to repeat that process. So as we get down our board state, we force them to use their removal on creatures we're just going to get back or that we want gone, like the skeleton from Case of the Stashed Skeleton or the Corpses of the Lost that we're just going to replay later. And then, whatever cards are left in their hand, we're making them discard, so we make them run out of gas super early, and by the time we land an Ethereal Armor and start swinging in for the win, they just don't have a way to deal with our board state, and even if they do, we have Shardmage's Rescue held up, we have a Light Shield array on the battlefield. It's just absolutely crazy. The deck is insane. I love it. I can't wait to iterate on it in the future and try other versions, maybe a 3-color version, but I do think the 2-color version is the most consistent, and I'm honestly loving how this deck performs, and I would suggest giving it a try on the ranked ladder because it's doing super well for me right now. We're running 3 Valgavoth's Lair in the mana base because even though it enters tapped and we don't really want that tempo disadvantage, it counting as an enchantment is huge. It does help add up to the Ethereal Armor. So we are going to run just the 3 copies. 1 Thran Portal as sort of an extra Caves of Koilos in a way, like a 5th Caves of Koilos, just to have our mana diversity just kind of be at the threshold that we need in order for it to be consistent enough. We are going to run 2 Fabled Passages and 1 of each basic, and this is just an extra way of not only thinning out the deck and adding a little consistency, but Fabled Passage is a good card to turn on the Descend mechanic for Corpses of the Lost so that we can get our Corpses of the Lost back. So being able to trigger that on a whim by sacrificing a Fabled Passage, sometimes later in the game, we might just let a Fabled Passage just sit there. Even if we don't have a land to fetch with it, we don't mind. We can just use it as a way to sacrifice something to get back our Corpses of the Lost so we can get more value the next turn. Sometimes that's going to be good enough. But in addition to those 2 Fabled Passages, we do have 4 Shadowy Backstreets, which allow us to surveil 1, and not only can we dig for things that we need, but we can also descend a lot easier, and again, trigger that Corpse of the Lost, get it back into our hands so we can recast it. Just the 1 Restless Fortress as a little bit of spice, 4 Concealed Courtyards to go along with our 4 Caves of Koilos. Not many lands in this deck have to enter tapped, so we're able to get ahead tempo-wise usually, especially with all of the discard and all of the control. I kind of love the deck. I could gush about it forever, but you guys need to see the games, so I'm gonna shut up. Let's check them out. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Wonders of the First. Wonders of the First is a brand new collectible card game similar to games like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, featuring a unique action-based resource economy that helps avoid pitfalls like Mana Flood or Mana Screw, and a battlefield containing multiple realms that unlock over time as you fight for control of the stones. The first 400 card set is called Existence and will launch to retail in the fall, but playtest team starter kits are available to order now. And they haven't forgotten about all you collectors out there. The game contains alternate borderless art variants, as well as highly sought after limited edition numbered prints, culminating in a 1-of-1 stone foil. And the best part is that the developers have a community first approach with 8 print and play decks available on their website, as well as a version of the game available on Tabletop Simulator, all for free. For more information, be sure to check out wondersccg.com today. That's wondersccg.com. This looks great. We're gonna keep it. Hello, Nox. Why, hello. Swamp. Skull Dweller. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. Well, gotta do what we gotta do. But hey, it's 1 less card in his hand that can give us a poison counter, right? So there's that. Voidwing Hybrid. Sure. Hybrid can come back, right? Yes, yes it can. Well, we're gonna do this. Make you discard another card. And then we're gonna Pixie. And now we have a blocker. We'll go up to 2. Alright, we'll go black here. We'll go Hopeless Nightmare here. Honestly, not worried about the Voidwing Hybrid. So instead, we're going to get the case out. We can kill it later. Let's start racing his poison counters. Let's get a look at his hand. He's got no blue! He's got no blue! It's a very expensive prologue to Phyresis there. Very expensive. No ley lines for you! Hybrid is coming in. It's fine. We'll go up to 4. There's no way you race us. There is absolutely no way. Not a chance. Not a chance. Prologue, sure. So we go up to 5. Pretty out of cards, though. Another prologue, sure. To 6. There's no way you pull this off. There's no way, buddy. Not a chance. We're gonna keep this. Alright, we're gonna start with this and name white. 𝐾𝐫𝐞𝐧𝐚. Okay. We're gonna case. Get out a creature. That's number 1. Then we're gonna eat all his stuff up. That's number 2. Gobakhan. Oh god. Okay. Do I need to do that yet? No. No, I don't. What I would like to do, though, is this. Since he doesn't really have removal yet, let's flip the Gobakhan, protect our dude, get a counter, and make the armor do more. That seems wonderful. Sure. The Archaeologist. Well, we have Menace, sir. We have Menace. We have Menace. We are very menacing. Gobakhan. We definitely want to get rid of the archaeologist if we can. And Hope's Nightmare. Man, I am really, really tempted to just attack him. But I think the Gobakhan might make more sense, honestly. We get double protection for our dude. We get even more counters. I think we just do it. Yes, all of the doggos. You are correct, Junior. Recommission an Oculus. Sure. Don't know if it's gonna matter. Oh, we definitely do this. I know what I want to do. Alright, we'll do this. Get rid of the 𝐾𝐫𝐞𝐧𝐚 so that we can Sheltered by Ghosts. Swing in. He has to double block because of the menace. And then we get 2 counters. We basically have lethal next turn. Sheltered by Ghosts pops us up to 17. And our Gobakhans protect us. He's only at 16, so even if we have to sacrifice one of the light shield arrays to give our dude hexproof, it won't even matter. Why are you attacking? This has menace. Did you forget? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, this looks okay. We're gonna try and keep it. We will start with the Restless Fortress. That's a lot of Valgavoth Slayers. 𝐾𝐫𝐞𝐧𝐚. I mean, I guess we do this. And this. And just try and eat his hand as quick as possible. No, I can't move. Evangelist, sure. Swing for 4. Courtyard. Nurturing Pixie. Pick up the Nightmare. Play the Nightmare. Get rid of the last card. Play the Armor. and then have a really good blocker. Hope you top deck something. Well, that's definitely something. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. Go white. 14. I think we just win right now. I think we win. Oh no, he's got a bat. We don't win. Damn it! I shouldn't have played that. I should have leveled up the talent. That was a mistake for sure. That was a mistake for sure. Might as well. No attacks. Can't risk it. Can't let him swing in. If we kill the quest caller with first strike. 6, 8, 10, 13. That's got trample. We kill the bat. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. What could he possibly have? Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. It's not gonna work. So we have to do this. And then we do this. We go to 1. What is your last card, my friend? Oh, nothing. Wonderful. Alright, we're gonna keep this. This looks pretty good. Up against Calper here. The Calpinator. Nobody calls him that. I don't know why his name is Go Calper when I'm always asking him to stay Calper. Stay. Ooh, Leyline of Transformation. I'm brewing a deck with Leyline right now. Alright, we're going to start with Case of the Stash Skeleton. Cracks the Passage. See what colors he's playing. Blue. I really want to know what this is with Leyline of Transformation. This looks very interesting. Archaeologist. He named Merfolk. That could get really wild. That could get really wild. Let's do a little smashy smash with the skeletons. So it's like a Simic Merfolk deck, but using creatures that aren't Merfolk and turning them into Merfolk. Interesting. Well, we're going to start with this. Then we're going to do a little bit of this. And then we're going to attack. Smack for 7. You know what would be really fun with Deeproot Pilgrimage? The Mothership. Or the Unidentified Hover Ship. Because it's removal, that can also tap all of your merfolk. Very easily. I could do that. I could. I could do that. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. Alright, Warlock. I'm keeping this. What do you mean, good game? We've only just begun. Alright, we're gonna go with Case of the Stash Skeleton. That's right. Cut down my skeleton. Let me solve my case. Perfect. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Got another one. You gonna kill that skeleton too? I guess so. I guess the answer is yes. Oh, you got blue cards. Okay. Okay. And it begins. And it begins. The never-ending. The never-ending swarm. Here we go. Here we go. He's got blue. He's got blue. Is that going to be a problem? I don't know. He already chucked a negate. Was it because he had 2? Oh, it wasn't. Archfiend. Okay. It's all in the hips. Kinda just want to kill you. Let's see what you got in your hand. Oh, that's some stuff. Well, we'll do that. And then we'll do this. Flip the Gobakhan. Get a light shield array. Get a counter. Seems pretty good. 12. I might have you dead. I might have you dead. I might have you dead. We'll see. Jace. Jace, Jace, Jace. The dog is whining. Mill me, sure. Well. Discard, please. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Look at that. Even the dog's losing his mind. Holy crap, Warlock. I will try and keep this.
I don't love this, but I guess it might have to do. Yeah, why not?
Backstreet's back. Alright.
Deck's decent, it's just I haven't played it in so long. I feel very apprehensive about it.
Interesting. Alright, we're gonna start by getting down a case of the stashed skeleton.
I don't like that. That is not okay, sir.
Looks like we got Golgari here.
Yeah, that's the vast majority of what I
Hard Bristle Bandit.
I've got a red, blue, and green deck I almost played just to do another gimmick thing, but I was like, I'll just use this.
Alright, we're gonna slam a bandit's talent. Let you discard.
Not quite sure what to get rid of here. This is a tough call. Like, you just don't know. It's really a tough call, but I guess no, I gotta keep that. I guess this is gonna have to go for now.
Alright, Demonic Council. Swing for 2. Well, that's scary. I wonder if you're using... You must be using the room. The Black Demon Room. We shall see.
I don't even remember this thing being in there, but I guess it was. Okay, sure. Well, I'm gonna do that. Try to decide. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Yeah, let's do this. I guess just
3-tree Root Weaver.
everything else.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, DJ. I appreciate you. You have a good night.
There's so many things to do with this thing. I'm sorry. I'm literally just thinking. I think we'll just pass the
It's
turn.
all good.
Sure, well, being from
You think I have any clue what's about to happen to him?
Oh, not a chance in hell. Good night.
oh, for fuck's sake.
All the discard
Why?
ever.
Oh, okay, this is go.
Gotta do it, man.
Oh my God, I hate you so much right now.
I got to. But hey, look on the bright side. The only real board presence I have is a 2/1 skeleton because of it. It's costing me a card too every time I do it. Three tree root leader. Ooh, that's a big old Hydra.
That is a Hydra.
That is a big old Hydra. Alright, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 14.
I don't know what you're counting, but that sounds a little bit intimidating.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Oh no, that sucks. I was really looking forward to playing that card. Oh well. Is that flying? Or menace?
Alright.
Menace. Oh.
That thing's got vigilance, which sucks. Because now you can hold back blockers pretty easily.
So let's go ahead and just, I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's...
ADV wants a game. Stick around, ADV. I'll reopen the queue for you. Outrageous robbery. Take all my cards.
Like, I don't know why that's not a staple on, like, everybody's deck. Like, it's so good.
It is pretty good. Pixie. Do you want to pick
Great.
something up?
Really?
You don't have to. You could just play it as a 1/1.
I didn't know that, but that's my mistake. All good. I'm very well maybe dead right now anyway, so I'm just waiting to see what happens.
We will find out.
I have like pieces of like 3 different things that I can do, but none of them wanted to come together at the same time. So it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing that.
I made you discard so much so early.
Yeah, no, that definitely hurt, but it wasn't just that. But yeah, that it certainly didn't help.
And then I think if I do this, I'm going to win unless you have a response. Untap. And then when does it trigger? Upkeep? Yeah. So you could untap and then respond to the trigger by playing whatever that spell is. Nope.
Okay, fair enough. Good game.
Whew. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest,
This seems...
if I were a planeswalker, I'm gonna be honest, if I were a planeswalker, my voice lines would be nothing but cheesy, stupid, fourth wall breaking shit posts.
So, pretty much the same as you are right now.
Yeah,
Alright, keep 7.
keep 7. I got jump scared by the in-game sound effect. Okay.
Keeping the 7. The Nintendo is super.
Take the damage. You filthy
Don't
animal.
tell me how to live my life.
Take the fucking damage!
Don't tell me how to live my life, devil woman.
You have no effect that says damage can't... you prevent your damage or whatever fucking bullshit. There are none. 0. Pass.
Okay. I believe you.
Pass that gas.
Okay, I believe you.
Also, Cap, did you notice that the roads in the little like kids city carpet thing together line up to look like Valgavoth?
Oh my goodness, you're so smart. I see it.
I'm not. I'm really not.
I kind of get
but
Beetlejuice vibes. To be completely honest.
From Valgavoth?
From the rug.
Well, it's the same face that Valgavoth has, and the roads on the edge are his wings, I think. Oh no! What it is just it's just a moth. It's just a regular ass moth. It's just meant to symbolize a regular ass moth.
Valgavoth is basically a moth anyway, right?
He is literally a moth. Shouldn't have discarded that other fucking Nissa, you piece of shit.
I'm not a piece of shit. I'm the whole thing.
Also, quick question. Well, I guess you are just playing skeletons. So never mind.
Quick answer.
Valgavoth's Lair. Huh. Interesting.
What if I do this?
Oh, that's neat. You can go fucking suck it.
Oh, baby.
Let me control a fucking creature.
No. You're not allowed.
God.
You're not allowed.
Oh.
You're not allowed.
Can I play the game?
No, you're not allowed.
I'm waiting for the queue just to die on turn fucking 5.
You're not
let me keep a
allowed.
Creature. I am allowed. Go fuck off. Let me be allowed. Ugh.
You go pillage your bog or something.
So much gatekeeping in this goddamn household.
Even the dog's excited.
So that's what that was. Okay.
Yep.
I was wondering what...
Is the pupper. Are you gonna be mad at me if I do this?
You have a way to get lethal, don't you?
Incorrect.
No, I don't have lethal yet.
Eh?
I don't have a chance, but like...
You can do it. I believe in you.
Absolutely no fucking chance.
Where's your sunfall?
I'm not playing white.
That doesn't matter. Every deck has sunfall.
Sultai.
Every single deck has sunfall.
I'm playing Sultai. Go wide, like.
Every single deck
You're a moron.
runs sunfall.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I waited over half an hour to do absolutely fucking nothing. Love it.
I appreciate you waiting a half an hour to let me do absolutely everything. Alright, this looks kind of okay. I think we can make it work. We're gonna start with Fabled Passage on 1. Do we find a black or a white source? Probably a white. Caves of Koilos, Invasion of Gobakhan. Let's try and make that work for us. Shall we? Scavenger armor and just go ham? Or is he going to be smart enough to hold up the shard. No, he's just gonna do that. That was probably the worst thing you could do. That was probably the worst thing you can do. Now we get to protect our skeleton from your potential sheltered by ghosts later on. And I think we might be able to outpace your damage potential. I don't know, we'll see. No board wipes in this deck. It's all about tempo. That's 6. Really surprised he didn't play the Scavenger first. Shard Mage's Rescue instead, sure. That's 9. So that is lethal in 2 turns, unfortunately. If we don't find an answer, it's gonna be rough. That was kind of pointless. He still has lethal in 2 turns. Honestly, he probably should have played the Scavenger and not played the Shard Mage's Rescue. Very strange. But let's see if we can win. We go to 1. Oh, we don't have the white. Because Caves of Koilos is a pain land. We would have had lethal too. We would have had lethal, guys. But the pain land. Oh, man. Alright, this actually looks pretty good. I'm going to try and keep this. We're going to play a Valgavoth's Lair naming Black. Up the beanstalk. Up your beanstalk. Gonna play a Case of the Stash Skeleton.
I guess. Yeah, I do.
Angel. Okay, so we've got Atraxa coming. Overlord. Let's see. How aggressive do we want to be?
Looks pretty aggressive.
Let's try this.
Looks pretty aggressive to me.
I really, really want to push you to kill that skeleton so I can solve my case.
Oh, you're issuing like that's a challenge or something.
I'm trying.
Do I gamble? No, I can't gamble.
Do you gamble?
I can't gamble.
Split up. How rude. How rude. Discard a card. Exorcise the demon.
No, I didn't gamble.
Up your beanstalk.
There we go. Now we're drawing.
Now you're drawing? Is that what you said?
Yep. We are drawing.
It's find out. I want to know.
Oh my God.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. No, really, I want you to show me. Thank you.
Fine.
What the hell is this hand? Are you kidding me? Dude, what is this hand? Alright, so it's gonna be like
Love in
that,
a
I
basket.
guess.
Love in a basket.
Love in an elevator. Slow and steady. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, one down. Dog. Dog. Quiet. Could you stop it? You are being silly.
Lands.
Shadowy Backstreet. Well, that's not gonna work very well, is it?
Yeah, that's a great card.
Shut up! It's
Ooh.
not gonna work so well for me either. Let's get rid of that. Come on,
I'm getting close
Sunfall.
to the lands. Watch out.
I ain't scared of you.
2, 4, 6. Ooh.
You think I'm scared?
One more. I think you are.
Leyline
You don't got no board white yet.
pooping. Leyline of pooping.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what you do, just play. It's gonna go away.
It does matter. It
It's
does
gonna
matter.
go away. It doesn't matter. Oh. That's interesting.
Come on.
Hmm.
Do it.
I don't think it even matters though.
It might
Does
not.
it matter? Hmm. Interesting.
It might not. Or it might.
Indeed. What else could you have? Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I can allow that. And I can find that ninth land. Sure. You don't want me to discard?
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I know you drew into a land. You can just discard and not care.
Nope, I got a surveil land. Here's my untapped one.
Man. Them
One in doubt.
beanstalks. Them beanstalks are really doing it for you, huh?
Oh, it will.
Alright.
Say hi again. Oh, look at him blocking.
Correct.
Don't even need the sunball. Oh, you're making it easier to now? Even better.
Yes. I'm trying to get it out of your hand as quickly as I can.
Do
Do you have instant speed removal?
I don't have any. I don't know what you're talking about.
Should I take the chance?
Don't know what you're talking about.
I could kill you right now if you don't.
You really can't.
Huh?
You really can't. You can't do 12 damage.
I can literally do... $23.
Oh, look at him, big talk over there.
But you have a
what you
ley
got?
line in your hand, so...
What you got? I already used it.
Yeah, one. Oh, God.
I used it already.
I don't like it.
All I got is sunfalls. These pesky, slow sunfalls. Allow it.
I hope so. I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out. Whatever's in there, I gotta get it out. I know you got something.
Yeah, we got something.
Well, thank God I didn't commit.
Do.
Because it was about to be nasty. Alright, here we go. You're gonna draw a million cards. Are you eventually gonna run out of sweepers? That's the question.
Nah. How much mana do I get, though?
Are you going to run
36.
out of sweepers?
9, 10 mana. Ooh. Well, let's start with this.
Ancient Corny Cup.
Let's
Ancient
do-
Corny Copium.
Let's do 7. Yeah, let's just why don't we try to round out this game, huh?
Do it.
Let's round this game out.
Do it. That's a lot of people.
This card. Well, I don't need this guy no more.
That is a lot of people.
Yeah. Got trample with that 22 damage.
Well, I have to force you to block so that I don't die on the crackback.
You better be swinging with that lethal then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, right? Which means I have to use up all of them. Which is a problem.
It is though, bro. I'm so sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
you
This is
still
gonna be
have the
it's
ley
recorded.
line, you son of a
It's
bitch.
recorded. It's recorded too. So many cards. Just so
Come
many
on,
cards.
what is this? What is this? Wow, what a mansion. I'm not happy. But it ain't over.
be-
It doesn't stop there. Because I got
Oh, you got
this.
something? Well, you got 3 of those. See,
What are you going to
it's
do
fair.
about it?
It's so.
How about you pretend this can block, so you attack me with 1 less? It's more like a gentleman's agreement.
Okay.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. No!
It's already committed. You made it happen. Just know it. You made it happen.
You just
And
turned
then-
this game into a mockery. How am I supposed to put this on the deck tech now?
Oh, no.
You turned it into a mockery! You're mocking me
no.
now.
Oh, don't do it then. Don't do it.
Finish me off. You gotta finish me off.
Fine,
You have to
figure it out.
retain your honor and my honor by finishing
Okay,
me
I'm
off.
looking for it. Oh, I'm looking for it. Hold on, chill. Yeah, we're gonna get there. I think I might have something. Let me just show 1,000 cards.
1,000?
Does anything do damage?
Doppelgang.
Yeah, I got double gang. Yeah.
You can make a copy of... No, I don't have it out. I was thinking Hopeless Nightmare to just do 2 damage to me.
No. Can't I do this guy? Tinybones? 1 life. I can do double game that thing, right? How many times can I do it? I think you do 2. I got 3, 4, 5.
You can only doppelgang 1 target, right?
I need 2 times. No, I could do it 2 times if I just had 1 more mana. I could have done it twice.
If you could do it twice, you can make 2 Tinybones Joins Ups and 2 Atraxes, and then...
No, that's what I'm saying though. I don't have
get
2.
the
I have 5
triggers.
mana. I got 5 mana.
Damn shame.
Damn it. Damn. Well. Damn it. That's not how I wanted to do it. Let's see if I can dick myself.
420 Pullout King says, throwing games is a boner killer. And this is the Pullout King, so he would know. What is this? What is this chicanery?
I got a lot of cards to do it, but
Take it. Take it to the bank. Oh, just add insult to injury.
why not, right? When you can have 4, right? Alright. Let's do what I wanted to do earlier.
Okay. 1 billion doppelgangs.
Yeah.
1 billion doppelgangs. 1,000,000 billion doppelgangs. How many times did you doppelgang?
Twice.
That's it?
Yeah. It didn't work.
What
That's
did you
booty.
doppelgang?
Your thing. It didn't make you discard apparently, so it didn't do what you want.
It
Didn't work.
only triggers when a legendary creature enters.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So you would have had to copy the Atraxa and the Tinybones Joins Up, because the extra copies of Atraxa will come into play and trigger it and make me
That
lose
makes
life.
sense. Yeah, I apologize. I shouldn't have done that.
It's
I
fine,
apologize.
it's fine.
You stabbing, huh?
Thanks so much for checking out my channel. I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at Patreon. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible, so honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your contributions. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. The more likes we get and the quicker we get them, the bigger this channel will grow and the faster it will grow. I'd love nothing more than this channel to become something very special for you guys, but it's entirely up to you how fast that happens. Also, if you'd like more deck techs, that's somewhere over there. And if you'd like to see what else the channel's been up to lately, that's somewhere up that way. Also, subscribe, circle below, do all the things.